everybody, it's Craftin' Just Because with Chris Cowan. I'm on my lunch hour and I'm here to do a fun live that I planned for you last week. I hope everybody's having a fabulous Thursday. I know it's been a very productive one for me. Okay. So today we are playing with the Wildlife Wonder stamp set, and I will be honest, this is a stamp set I would never typically purchase. I did love the font of the sentiments, but I love the bear, and I need to challenge myself every once in a while to make more masculine cards, so I went ahead and bought it, and I loved creating all the projects this week with this set. And to be honest with you, I used every single image in this stamp set all throughout the week. So that was fun. I love challenging myself to do that as well. So we are going to make this fun card, and it's a corner flip card. So it opens like this, and it cardstock. And I paired it with some masculine colors here. So I have Evening Evergreen cardstock, and you're going to need a piece that is 5.5 by 8.5. And then we also have a piece of soft succulent cardstock that is 2 5/8 by 2 5/8. I also brought in some of our Neutrals designer paper, and we're just using a little scrap, and that's 1 5/8 by 4 1/8. I also brought in some of the Lovely Layers vellum, and this is 1.5 by 3 7/8. And then I have some basic white cardstock here. We have a piece that is 2.5 by 2.5, another piece that's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and then another little scrap piece that I didn't even write the measurement down on, but for our sentiment. So let's see here. It is 3/4 of an inch by 4. And if you're new to watching me, if you know, when I click or post this video, it has a link to my blog, and it has all the dimensions and all the directions on how to create this card, along with the video to rewatch. And then we're also bringing in some of the coordinating Evening Evergreen ribbon, and I'm using Early Espresso to stamp the bear. Now, what I love about this stamp set is it's already got the shading done for you. So it's one stamp and it's done. So we're going to actually go ahead and do all the stamping first. I like to get that all out of the way, and then we can make our card. Okay. So let me get a block. My block got buried. There we go. And we're going to stamp the bear on our big piece. And hopefully I'm not off camera at any point. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp him down. Oh, I love how that turned out. Okay, so then I'm going to set that aside. And then let me bring in a piece of just garbage paper. I'm going to set down my 2.5 by 2.5 inch square, and we're only going to do the front half of our bear. Okay, so funny story, since I'm stamping him right now. We've had a lot of fires here in Northern California throughout the last couple of years, and I've noticed that the wildlife has come down quite a bit, like, you know, from the fires, things like that. Anyway, the other night we were sleeping, and I hear this huge commotion on our back deck, and I'm trying to wake my husband up, like, did you hear that? Did you hear that? And he was sound asleep. He didn't even wake up when I'm like screaming, did you hear that? Did you hear that? I wanted to pop him one, but anyway, come to find out, I was too scared to get up and look because it went away pretty quickly. But there was a bear that was, I think, trying to get up and get our garbage, because we have a garbage can on our deck. And so, yeah, that's what that was. So now I'm going to stamp sending birthday wishes right in the center of that 3 1/4 inch by 4 inch cardstock. And then we're going to shut that ink up. Put our stamp away. Let me grab, I'll show you guys how I like to banner my ends, because I'm not the very best at cutting it. I never can cut it even. So I like to take the tailored tag and I just put it through just like that. Just through the top. And there's our sentiment. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our paper trimmer. And I have a trick for you. So I don't know if you guys can see this. It's kind of dirty. I know I need to clean my cutter. But I put a piece of our tear and tape behind here, just so that I could see the numbers when I'm cutting, and it'll come in very handy for this project. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 cardstock, and we are first going to score it in half on the 8 1/2 inch side at 4 1/4. Okay. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to line up your edge here at 3 inches. Okay. I'm going to stand up for this, so hopefully my head doesn't get in the way. Now, what you want to do is you want to cut from 2 1/2 to 4 7/8. So I'm going to go ahead and cut like that. And then you're going to turn it clockwise. And you're going to want to line it up again at 3. And you're going to cut from 3 inches to 5/8 of an inch. Okay. So that's what you're left with. Do you see how there's like a 1/2 inch there that's not cut? Okay. Now we can move our paper trimmer out of the way. And now what we're going to do is we're going to burnish our score line. So I'm going to go ahead and fold it in half. Burnish that score line. Then you're going to take your corner here and fold it up like this. So do you see how I did that? I pushed that in and folded it that way. And that's how you get that fun little corner. Okay. So now all we have to do is put the card together. I mean, it's really not that hard, which is really kind of fun. That was like the hardest part of the card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put ribbon or glue just along the edge of that card there to hold it in place. I'm just going to run my bone folder down over that to make sure that it glues in place. Okay. Then we have our soft succulent cardstock that is 2 5/8 by 2 5/8. I'm going to go ahead and layer that down. Trying to see, whoops, I want to get that in the center there. Okay, then we're going to take our 2.5 by 2.5 inch bear and put him down. Okay, then I'm going to take my 1.5, 1 5/8 by 4 1/8 piece of designer series paper and put it on the bottom. You could use either side. I just like the stripe to make it more masculine. Okay, then I'm going to take a piece of that Lovely Layers vellum and just layer that right on over the top. And so I'm going to only put glue kind of in the corner so you don't really see the glue. And I'm going to make sure they're on those flowers. And you're going to center that down. Okay. Then we're just going to add our sentiment that we pre-stamped just a few minutes ago. Because like me, I like to get all the stamping out of the way. And then we're going to open up the card and put in our, where we can write a nice sentiment. And add that. So, like I said, this is a cool card, and it was super simple. It was really easy, and that's what I love about it. Okay, now we're going to fold that back up, and we're going to add some ribbon that coordinates. So I've got that evening evergreen ribbon, and I just like to tie that right around here. And then you fluff up your bow till you get what you like there. And then we'll trim that off. And that was our fun corner flip card. You know, it's funny. I thought I used soft suede, but I was like, no, I don't think so. This time I added, or did early espresso, but I think it turned out perfect. So that's our card today, you guys. Super simple. Hi, Pauline. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you create one of these cards. Like I said, it's super simple, super easy, and kind of people are like, wow, how'd you do that? So if you create one, please private message me or tag me in your photo. I'd love to see what you create. But I really thank you guys for joining me today. And I'm sorry it was just a quick and easy project. But those are the best kind, right, that you can duplicate. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And until next time, my friends, I will see you later, my creative peeps. Bye-bye.